tradition of the annual lottery misleads people. There is a practice of lottery in the village of US which takes place every year during the summer season. People believe that it will bring good harvest, and not following the tradition is adverse to the society and harvest. In the morning, people of the village begin to gather in the square. In some towns, there are so many people that the lottery takes 2 days. But in this village, where there are only about 300 people, the whole lottery takes less than 2 hours. The tradition has been followed by the ancestors, and till now, the villagers follow the tradition. Even though the villagers do not know when and how the tradition began, they are reluctant to give up the tradition. The incident of lottery implies that the tradition of lottery is misleading the society. It is a tradition which has no logic behind it, and it is inextricable in the village community. Now the procedure of the lottery is going on. More than 300 villagers are waiting for the arrival of Mr. Summers and a black wooden box from which everyone is to draw a folded slip of paper. Mr. Summers had been successful in having slips of paper substituted for the chips of wood that had been used for generations, which means people of the village have been misled for generations. Whoever draws the slip of paper with a black dot from the box will be stoned to death. Mr. Summer comes up with the black box and sets it for the drawing. It is an obligation for the villagers to wait for the last person to arrive. At last, Tessie Hutchinson is found with the paper with black dot. She is filled with trepidation, but the villagers are prepared to throw stones. Our reporter J.K. Sydney is on location providing us the latest information. Sydney.
I am J.K. Sydney, now at the location of lottery. As you can see here, almost everything is over and people are busy going back their homes. And in this village, people believe that lottery in June can't be heavy sold. I think here the tradition versus human beings. Let me see, will we get a person to talk more about this lottery? Oh, are you Mr. Summers?
Yeah, excuse me. Alright folks, finish it quickly. Okay, what?
Can you please explain something about lottery? How was it today?
It is incongruous to have you here without knowing anything about lottery. Alright? Let's not be verbose, make it straight. It's a great tradition following for the welfare of the villagers. For its maintenance, I had been successful in substituting slips of paper instead of wooden chips that had been that has been used for the generations. In addition, now I am frequently seeing villagers about making a new black box. Yeah. Oh yeah, I am coming. Yeah, wait. See you later. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing all this with us. Hi, who are you, boy?
I'm Debbie Hutchinson.
Oh, you are Debbie Hutchinson. What are you doing here?
I came here with my mommy. Now she's lying over there.
What did you do with your mommy?
I don't know. They gave me some papers. They told me to hit on my mommy, and I did. Now she's lying over there. I pleaded her so many times to go, but she's not responding. I'm so sad.
Oh.
Hey, Davey.
What's Daddy?
What are you doing here?
Oh, Mr. Hutchinson. Oh, well, Mr. Hutchinson, how do you feel about your wife's death? You should be so sad.
Well, sad. It's totally an understatement. I mean, you see, who's gonna look after my family? I have 4 kids. And look at little Davy. It's just I'm totally at a loss.
Oh, then why not remove this tradition then?
Well, in our society, we just do not expect autonomy for our individual benefits when the whole society is in a harmful situation, see?
Do you think that this tradition is totally unfair?
No. I mean, you see, if the lottery doesn't take place, then the whole year will have to go through that bad luck. And that's why I had to force the slip of paper out of my wife's hand so that everybody sees that it's our responsibility to be dedicated to our society.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hutchinson, for sharing all this with us. From his intonation, we can see that how much he worries about our village people and all. Oh, sorry. Can't you see? Oh, you are Mr. Warner, right?
Yes, I am Warner.
I think here a rumor is going that lottery is going to stop or something.
Pack of crazy fools listening to these young folks. Nothing is good for them. They have these surreptitious discussions to stop this
Varna. Thank you, Mr. Varna. From all these things, it foreshadows that the lottery is never going to stop. And that's all from the location of lottery. We can join with Nova. Nova.
Thank you, Sydney. Even little Davy Hutchinson was also forced to throw stones on Hummer. It portends that the future generation is also going to follow the tradition. The tradition is misleading the generation after generation, killing people for the cause of harvest. People are becoming scapegoats merely because they are blindly following this archaic tradition. That's all for news today.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.